Like I said before in my last video, nobody except for you is going to know that these aren't name brand. They're not gonna know. They're just not gonna know because nobody gives a shit, to be honest with you. Like, and if they do, they're pretty shallow fucking people, and you don't need them in your life. If they're gonna start clowning you because you bought some shit that was off brand or not name brand, not popular brand, fuck them. What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. Maybe we can make it through this one without pissing off an owner of the company. I think we'll be all right because what we're about to do today comes from probably China. So who knows who the hell the owner is. Oh man, that last video, just telling the truth and giving honest feedback, I guess, isn't wanted or warranted these days. People take it as you being disrespectful and bashing a company when you're just giving an honest review, an honest opinion. And if that ruffles your feathers, you know, you feel free to unsubscribe. I know that me as a consumer first, I would want to know the truth. I would want to know other people's reviews and opinions about a product that I was looking at purchasing. And that's the whole reason why I love doing what I do on this channel, is I love sharing information with you guys. I like doing the installs. It's something I enjoy, and I enjoy sharing it with you guys. And I guess some people, they get their panties in a twist, and they don't like the truth. They would rather be coddled and fed lies, and some people would rather be told a comfortable lie than the uncomfortable truth. And I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna coddle you. I'm not here to kiss anyone's behinds on products. If something isn't up to par, especially for such a high premium of a price, I'm gonna be honest about it. You know, I'm gonna say, here's what I feel like could be improved. As a consumer, as somebody who's gonna be using this product, here's something I feel like could be improved on it. Here's some other great aspects of it that I feel you did a great job on. And that's the long and skinny of it. Like that's the way I do things. That's how I would want feedback and criticism. If you guys see something crappy that I'm doing in a video, I would expect somebody to be like, hey man, I feel like you could do this or that better in your videos. I don't know. So anyway, today we're gonna be doing the crash bar, the Flatout bar on Ghost here. And then we're gonna be doing the rear bag guards in the next video, upcoming video. I don't wanna make this video 25 minutes long because people's attention spans, they don't like to watch, you know, the same video for 25 damn minutes. So I'm gonna split this into two videos. First up though, we're gonna do the Flatout crash bar for the engine guard. This can be found, of all places, you probably guessed it, on Amazon. And dude, these bars are beefy. They're beefy. Look at this. These things are thick, and the welds are really good. They're nice and thick. The flanges are beefy. Like, these are good quality considering for the price too. I mean, you're not gonna be paying $1,000 for this set and then the matching set for the rear. $350 for the front and the rears. It was like 400, something like that. 350, 400, something like that for the front and the back. I'll put a link for both sets in the description for you guys. If you click on that link and you order through that link, I get a small commission from Amazon for you using my link. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it helps out the channel. But yeah, these are beefy, man. I was very surprised. They're not super heavy, but they're definitely going to stop any potential damage from the bike if the bike tips over. The finish is really done really well. But yeah, so in order to run these Flatout bars, You need a special fairing support bracket. And if you're running a Road Glide ST, or if you already have like the chopped crash bars, you probably already have this bracket, but it's this bracket right here that comes straight down. It's just a U-shaped bracket that mounts up here and then comes down. You can see it right here. And then comes up the other side and mounts to the other side. But yeah, that's the bracket you're gonna need to be able to run these Flatout bars. And like I said, if you're running these chopped crash guards, you probably already have that. But if you don't have it, I'll put a link in the description for that part number and for the part itself. There's a company for that link. They're currently running 50% off for that fairing mount. So I think it's normally like 65 bucks. It's on sale right now for like $35. So makes it a lot more affordable. I think Harley for theirs, and it's the exact same thing, I think they charge like 150 bucks for their fairing support bracket, which is literally the exact same thing. So anyway, let's jump into it. I'm gonna remove the chopped crash bar off, and then we'll get to installing this one. It's pretty straightforward. It's literally 4 bolts. Okay, so if you're running the chopped crash bar and a fairing spoiler, you probably have these braces on that mount to the fairing spoiler. You're gonna have to undo these, obviously, because they're strapped to your crash bar. So we'll undo these, loosen them up, get them off. The bolts were taken off. There's one right here. And then the other 2 are in the middle right there. And then same exact thing, this bottom one, just on the other side. And just so we have a before and after, there's a before. All right, before, this side. All right, so I want to show you guys a little side-by-side comparison. So on the top, obviously we have the chopped guard from Harley. On the bottom, we have the no-name brand. Look at the difference between the flanges on Harleys. You can see the flanges there, and then look at the flanges on this one. And to me, those look a lot thicker, at least maybe 20% thicker than Harley's. And if we look at the support bracket up here at the top and the welds around it, this is the no-name brand. And we'll come up here to Harley's. You see Harley's little stamp right there. I'm not seeing a huge difference. I don't know about you guys, but to me, and the finish looks like a mirrored finish. They look damn near identical as far as the coating goes. And it's probably because they were made in the same damn factory, to be honest with you. As we all know, a lot of Harley's parts are made overseas. So I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if some of these components were made in the same regions, if not the same warehouses. It's not unheard of. All we gotta do is literally lift this one on. When you take it off, you leave those screws in right there. You can see them right there sticking out. You just leave them there. If you're doing this by yourself, like I am, I would suggest mounting them and hanging them up here and then worrying about the bottom. Because if you try to do it by yourself and you try to get the bottom ones first, it's going to be a real pain. It's going to be trying to fold on you and hit your fender. It's just not going to be a good time. So if you're doing it on your own, definitely hit it at the top first. And you're going to want to come kind of in low at first to avoid your fender. Then just come straight up. Set those. We're going to tighten these down all the way till we get the bottoms mounted. Those mate perfectly. They line up perfectly. You might have to keep these top ones loosened just a little bit in case you have to lift it to maneuver it to get it to line up with the holes. So now that the bottom ones are secure, you can tighten up these top two all the way. You want to make sure these ones are nice and snug. Nice and tight on there. And this is how it looks so far. See that the ends have the threading there. And that's so we can take the sliders that they gave us. Can either do these slimmer ones that'll just mount like that, or you can do the bigger ones, and these come standard. These come stock with the kit. Okay. Tighten that down. All right, nice and tight. We'll go hit the other side. They're definitely gonna hold the weight of the bike if it ever tips over. Next video, guys, we're gonna be doing the bag guards, which are literally the same as these, same company. So here's our after shot. There we go. You can see how far out those stick. One more thing, we wanna make sure we don't forget to put our brackets back on for our Advent Black fairing spoiler. But as you can see, and there's other options that you can use. You can buy other wheels or whatever the hell you want. As long as it fits that threading, you can use any alternative you want. As you can see, it's straight, other than where it needs to bend. But from one side to the next, it's right on the money. It's looking good. I like the fact that it's compatible with our fairing spoiler. That was one thing that I was kind of worried about, is it wouldn't be compatible, but it is. I almost forgot to show you guys this. So if you run the smaller ones, these ones here, you have your choice of different washers, colored washers. just to show you how it looks. And your washer goes on in between the bar and the slider, just like that. And that gives you a little bit of extra customization. And these, like I said, this all comes standard with this bar setup. So you can run these smaller ones like that with the different colored washers. It looks like there's, I don't know, I'm colorblind, but there's this yellow gold color. I think that's red, and then maybe purple or blue. I'm not too sure exactly, but so that's kind of neat. If you're running an Öhlins suspension, kind of matches your reservoirs back there. Just a nice little hint of gold. Scoot back a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of makes it look kind of good, I think. But I don't know. I think I prefer the slightly larger side sliders than to these. But either way, you can't go wrong. Personal preference. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It's what is good for you. So you can see everything that this kit comes with. Again, it'll be linked in the description if you want to go check it out. It might still be on sale from Cyber Monday. I got it on Black Friday, so it was a little bit cheaper. But even at full price, it's still a fraction of the cost of the name brand ones. So, like I said, if you want to grab one of these for your bike, hit the description, hit the link, go check them out. Super reasonably priced. They're not insanely expensive in price like some of the big name brand ones are. And I'm not discounting the big name brands. Let's get that clear. I'm not saying you guys suck. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm saying there's inexpensive alternatives that aren't name brand that you don't absolutely have to buy. Like I said before in my last video, nobody except for you is going to know that these aren't name brand. They're not gonna know. They're just not gonna know because nobody gives a shit. To be honest with you, if they're gonna start clowning you because you bought some shit not name brand, not popular brand, fuck them. Like, if they're doing what they're designed to do and it's to protect your bike, who gives a shit whose name is printed on there? Like, it really does not matter. It really doesn't. And I know that Bad Boy Cycles sells these Flatout bars for a very reasonable price. And I'll put them in the description too if you want to go check them out. Because Bad Boy Cycles, great group of guys, great family-run business. Been doing business with them for years. They've been a channel sponsor for the last couple of years. Awesome, amazing people. Put their link to their bars in the description. And who knows, maybe down the road, I'll do a review on theirs and compare them up to next to these ones. So we'll see what the future holds. But stay tuned for the next video coming up. It's gonna be doing the rear bag guards. Same style with the sliders, the whole shebang. So adios, guys. Much love from Utah. As always, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Until next time, peace out. Bye.